What up, Dokkanners? There was a massive data download on both versions of the game, but right now there is just a humongous logjam in terms of trying to access this information. So I'm going to be breaking this up into multiple videos. We're going to start by the biggest and best news of all. Ultimate Gohan's EZA is coming. This is happening, folks. It is real. We are getting Ultimate Gohan's EZA on both versions of the game. It is going to be dropping next week. So this video is going to essentially just cover the Gohan, and if time permits, also Battle Buu, and then we will talk about everything else and probably reiterate this stuff in the follow-up data download video. So let's dive in here. Ultimate Gohan is now a Savior's Hybrid Saiyan's 170% lead. As far as his stats, his abilities, I'm gonna switch back and forth just to kind of show the major differences. Originally, his super attack greatly raised attack and defense, caused immense damage. Now it greatly raised attack and defense, caused immense damage, and lowers attack. Okay, so a lot of people like myself were hoping that it would massively raise attack and defense, but to be honest, that's pretty broken. So, I mean, he's already pretty broken on paper. So doing this and then adding lowering attack, this is actually a tremendous boost, because when you're stacking and you have guard and you nerf the enemy's attack, that is essentially constituting a makeshift damage reduction sort of effect. So this is very much inducing damage reduction on that exchange between you and the enemy that you're targeting. So this is still very good. And these sorts of abilities are becoming more and more relevant again. They're not just things that you would run on Super Battle Road. They are now becoming relevant on things like Red Zone, as we've clearly seen with the Babidi's Forces Red Zone event. Now, in terms of the stats here, or the ability, this guy had key issues for sure. You gained additional key with each turn. Now you have key +3 at the start. Attack and defense +158. Are you going to be getting more? So they just eliminated key altogether, the key growth. You just get it all at once. That's what they did. They combined these two and they juiced it up a bit. So key +3, 158% attack and defense, plus an additional defense +58%, reduces damage received by 30% for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. Damage reduction on top of guard. Thank you very much. Yes, you need to get the ball rolling. So the first turn you get a little bit of cushioning. You're also covered with key, so you can begin to stack and go crazy. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. So they had a little bit of probability here, but more often than not, you're going to be launching an additional super. If your max hit potential is maxed out at additional, you could be launching 3 supers on the first turn. Launches another additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, starting from the turn in which the character performs the 3rd attack in battle. So whether or not you launch supers with this ability, if you launch 3 attacks, that could happen turn 1, that could happen turn 2, most definitely by turn 3, you will then have 2 separate instances where you have a 70% chance of launching an additional super attack. So on any given turn, you could be launching 1, 2, your regular super and your hit potential. You could be launching 4 super attacks in 1 turn at peak condition with guard and with all of these stats. That is unfair. That is illegal. This Gohan is this is ridiculous. Plus an additional attack +58% within the same turn, and an additional attack +50% for 3 turns when guard is activated, which is all the time. Okay. Oh my god. Transformation condition can be activated from turn 5 from the start of battle. That didn't change from the original, but look at the fat difference in terms of the base abilities. Man, I don't even know if I want to transform, but let's check out the transform state. So Ultimate Gohan transformed. This guy, for his super attack, he used to greatly raise attack for 1 turn, cause immense damage with medium chance to stun. Now he has a 70% chance to stun. Great. Multiplicatively, greatly raised attack and defense for 3 turns and caused immense damage. Are you kidding me? Stats: key +3 attack and defense plus 258%. Guards all attacks. Launches an additional super attack that wasn't there before. Plus an additional attack +58% for the rest of the battle, and attacks effective against all types within the same turn when guard is activated, which is all the time. Thank you very much. Crit what? You don't need crit. Performs a critical hit when facing one enemy whose health is 58% or more, or when there's a Majin Buu Saga category enemy. This unit is illegal. This unit is illegal. What? How do you rate this easy on a scale of 1 to 5 trillion? You better say 5 trillion. This, the only thing that's bad about this unit are his link sets. His links are kind of duty when it comes to the conventional means of linking up with the best units out there. This is what you get. So when you transform into Ultimate Gohan, best link buddy is going to be this guy. I was clowning on him recently. People kind of took that a little too seriously. And I'll save that story for a different time. Anyway, this LR physical Ultimate Gohan does link very well with this guy. So there's your hybrid Saiyans connection. As far as other units, some of the heavy hitters probably show up down with 3 links. I think like Piccolo links well with the original Gohan, the base Gohan. You got Vegito, because of Brainiacs, right? Or not Brainiacs, Cold Judgment, Infighter, these sorts of links. You don't really see these on normal units that you typically use. Let's actually switch over to the base Gohan. What does this guy give us in terms of linkage? I think the Piccolo does link fairly well. Orange Piccolo, I think you get like 4 or 3 links with him. Yeah, Orange Piccolo gives you a couple, so that's going to be Brainiacs that gives you powers spread by God, Fierce Battle. Yeah, I mean, this guy, he's a solitary warrior. He doesn't really need anybody else, but if you are trying to go for synergy, you're going to have to look in some creative places. So these are some of your best options. Check out the Dokkan API. You can filter out by anything here. It's an incredibly useful resource. Definitely use that. So yeah, I really want to know what you guys think about this Gohan's EZA. I'm expecting there will still be some people who say he's mid or he's bad. I'm sure there will be those, but for the rest of you, let me know what you guys think, because the answer should be he's that should be your response. Like literally, you should be going. All right, now let's take a look at the Battle Buu EZA, because I still can't access DokkanInfo.com. This Prime Battle EZA is also going to be dropping next week along with the Ultimate Gohan. This guy, I don't expect a whole bunch of great things. This is a free-to-play unit. Majin Buu Saga 150%. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes colossal damage with a high chance to seal and a high chance to stun. That's pretty cool. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes mega colossal damage with a high chance to seal and high chance to stun. What does that compare with the original? Okay, good. So you're padding those stats. Very nice. For the passive, I mean, obviously the passive is massively improved because you had static boost before. Now it's percentage based. Ki plus 5 stats 150. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. High chance to dodge. That's not bad. Plus an additional Ki plus 3 attack and defense plus 50%. Launches an additional super attack when the target enemy is in attack down status, defense down status, stunned, or sealed. So basically any status effect this unit will capitalize. Okay. Plus an additional Ki plus 3. All enemies attack and defense minus 20% for 4 turns after dodging. Nice. Recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn in which an attack was received. So this is interesting. I mean, it's obviously better than what it used to be. I can't really say off the top of my head if I'm gonna be saying this guy's really good, but it's free to play. So this is gonna be one of those units that you really have to just, it's gonna require a live fire exercise. We got to see what this unit can do on the field, and then we can really say. But let me know what you guys think about this Prime Battle Battle Buu EZA. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna have to farm out that SA5 for real. And now that we got the Legendary Extreme campaign coming up, it's gonna make it easier to actually do that, because there's gonna be category bonus drop rates. The stamina cost, I think, will be halved. It's gonna be generally much easier to farm them out. So if you don't even have this character, definitely farm this out. Even if you don't like this LR EZA, keep in mind you are going to need these Prime Battles and their EZAs moving forward for other units that receive EZAs down the road, other free-to-play characters. These units are important, and it's better to stay ahead of this stuff than to fall behind, because if you have to farm all of this stuff out all at once for some future unit that you really want, it's not going to be fun. So do this while it is going to be available starting next week. But like I said, I will do another video after this one on the data download as a whole, because there's a whole lot to unpack. And there's even this new LR One Piece Goku. What? We'll talk about that on the follow-up video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let in the comments your thoughts on the Gohan EZA. Are you happy? Are you sad? Please don't be sad. How would you rate that unit on a scale of 1 to 10? Is that the best EZA in the game? Is it second best, third best? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when I see more episodes. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.